friends. I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, most amazing, beautiful viewers. Today's reading, we're doing a full moon in Taurus reading. Okay, although all my readings are timeless, meaning whenever you click on the video, if the message resonates, the message was meant to find you. Take the next sort of full moon to encompass the energy that you're tapped into here. Okay, but for those of you guys clicking on the video, when I publish the video, then we are looking at the November 15th, 2024 full moon in Taurus, heavily charged energy, although all full moons are generally full of energy. This one happens to be pulling from a lot of Uranus energy, which is the Great Awakener. So there is a lot of sort of unconventional energy pulling with this full moon. Okay, which we'll take a look at. And we'll be doing a Lenormand reading, which is a little different than what I generally do here, although I have done these before. For those of you guys unfamiliar with the Lenormand, we do like a grid, and then we read all the different sort of stories told by the cards in succession. And so just like building a cake, the cake is in layers, the story is in layers, and every layer sort of changes the meaning of the card. All right, so I will be doing 3 options today, or 3 piles to choose from for you guys. Whichever pick you feel called towards will most likely have the energy of the full moon for you. Don't force any of the messages to fit. Use your own intuition, what you'll see, feel, or hear to determine whether the pile makes sense to you or the reading makes sense to you. Okay, only you can do this. So for option 1, we have the Maléfique Lenormand. Option number 2, we have the Mystical Lenormand deck. And for option number 3, we have the Under the Roses Lenormand. So sit with these 3, and I will put the timestamp in the description box and in the pinned comment below, and I will see you at your pick. Hello, beautiful. Pile number 1, you guys pick the Maléfique Lenormand deck, and we're looking at the full moon in Taurus. Okay, and like I mentioned in the intro, you don't have to be clicking at the time of the posting of the video. You can be here 2 years from now, 6 months from now. It doesn't really matter. As long as the message resonates for you, then the message was meant to find you. Okay, so take the next full moon sort of as a guidance when this energy is coming towards you. Okay, so we're doing a Lenormand reading, and we're looking at the energy of the full moon. What's coming with this full moon for you? We'll be doing a 9-card tableau with the Lenormand deck, and we'll be pulling some oracles as well. Okay, so before we reveal your 9-card tableau here, let's pull some oracles. We'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for beautiful pile number 1 in regards to this full moon and what it is that's going on with pile number 1. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 1. Spirit, thank you so much for this message. We are so blessed, and thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing this reading for you. So we have the boot, which says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. And we have the axe, forces working against you. So I don't really take words literal on the oracle cards. Okay, it's mostly the energy that we'll be tapping into here. We have 2 more oracle packs, and then we will reveal your cards. Clear and concise message, Spirit. What's going on with this full moon for pile 1? And 1 more. Okay, gorgeous angels, can't wait to get into your reading. Thank you, spirits. Please help me to channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 1. So, boot, increase your efforts. You want to achieve your goals. Axe, forces working against you. We have root. and we have escape. And we have the rose, number 32, or the number 5. 5 is all about conflict, loss, change, and rebuilding. Okay, roses could talk about romance. This one specifically has thorns, so there could be challenge, okay, around romance. That's showing up in this energy. So we have card 25 with the golden mermaid. This could be siren energy. Or the number 7, and then we have invisible. So we have escape and invisible, similar energy pulling through. And we have break free, and it's just kind of similar to this axe, cutting something out potentially. Break free. And then we have marriage, which could be tied back to this romance, and we have stuck. Uh-oh. And then we have allow. Okay, so let's take a look at the Lenormand, which is the heart of this reading. Okay, so in the middle, we have child. Okay, so the middle generally is the overall energy that is coming through as the theme here. And so child could signify a literal child, although not always the case, because most of the time it is symbolic of maybe youthful energy or something brand new, you know, or learning something. You know, it could be representing an immature person, or yeah, an early understanding of something, or a need to, you know, maybe come from a child's point of view without any sort of projections or any sort of understanding, or maybe we lack experience. Okay, so it says 13. 13's transformation. That's the death card in the tarot, which could certainly be this break free energy, and this axe, okay, with the death card, which is letting go or cutting something loose in some way. So let's take a look. So we have man, number 28, and we have the woman. And we don't read reversals with the Lenormand, okay, man and woman, and then we have book. Okay, and then we have the fox, and then we have the anchor, which is kind of the stuck energy. Then we have the clouds, then we have the ladder, and then we have house. Okay, so I don't like being the barrier of bad news, although nothing's really bad, but I do feel like this is quite the message here, okay? But I don't make up cards or energy, so I'm just going to read this as exactly as we see. Okay, so you could be either the man or the woman in a situation here. So it does look like a partnership here with somebody, and I do feel it is romantic. It's challenging right now with the thorns here. Okay, there's some sort of understanding that comes to light that I think maybe we don't know just yet. Okay, I feel like maybe it is hidden information that we find out, or maybe it is us having a further understanding about a partnership here with someone that we're involved with. Okay, and so I feel like there's a history here for sure, and I feel like maybe we are either finding something out, or we're closing the chapter to something here, or we're not wanting to see something here. Okay, so let's keep reading and see how this plays out. I think for some of you guys, you're avoiding some sort of understanding, not wanting to accept or see. And for some of you guys, you might be closing a chapter out. Okay, but either way, the book is talking about information, knowledge that this one here happens to be closed, that we don't see or have yet to understand in some way, some information. Okay, so now we have the man, the child, and the house. So this could be, you know, our family home. This could be the man we have a child with. Okay, this could be somebody very immature that we might rely on for stability here, or wanting to create some sort of reliability here, or some sort of stable thing with the house. The house is all about family, stability, structure. You know, it's our everyday world. So if we spend most of our time at work, this could be the person at work here. But this could be just in this row alone. It could be someone new. you know, someone new in the home, or someone new to rely on, or some immature masculine energy here, or a masculine trying to understand or trying to learn. This house looks like it's giving me haunted vibes. So it does have a feeling, like overall in this whole reading, like an uneasy sort of vibe. Okay, and so now we have the man, the fox, and the clouds. This is challenging. This is like, this could signify a boss, okay? Like our boss at work, and there's confusion around something here. But this could be the man. So it could be, if you resonate as the masculine energy, with, for some of you guys you do, okay? There could be a confusion here in regards to maybe your understanding of something, or you wanting to keep something hidden, something secret, maybe having to navigate something stealth-like, or not communicate something openly because it's private or a secret. Okay, but this could be maybe being confused by the deception of someone here who maybe you consider family, you know, or someone acted immature here and they deceived you, or they were being deceptive or sneaky. Okay, but there's confusion around this. And so I feel like, though, this isn't new. I feel like this is, like I said, history. I also feel dark cloud, so it's been building. It's not just this suddenly it's all ominous and dark. I feel like it's been building over time. Something's building over time here that needs to sort of break free. I haven't touched the oracles yet, but because I want to stick to the Lenormand first, and then we'll really crack this open, okay? So then we have the woman, the child, and the letter. So this could be a new form of communication, okay? Like a female having maybe communicated something here, maybe in regards to a child, or a new form of communication here, or a new understanding through way of communication. But the letter signifies either, you know, mail, or email, or text, or that sort of thing, a written format here. You know, but I do feel like there's something that we're not understanding just yet, or seeing in way of communication, that is new to us, or maybe gives us a new understanding, or a new way to learn something here. Maybe we're learning about how to get unstuck. Okay, but I feel like there is this almost like a beginning of something, a beginning of an understanding of something, because of some correspondence that maybe we haven't been privy to. Okay, and so then the next row, we have the book, the anchor, and the house. So, like I said, book is about knowledge and information, and it could be about hidden things that come to light, or information that we don't understand just yet. The anchor is about commitments, but it could be also feeling weighed down, okay, and maybe stability and getting grounded here. The house is also about stability here. So I feel like maybe there's a lot of unknown things in regards to grounding or stability. And because I can't help again to see the stuck, it's like I don't see maybe how to break free of something I feel stuck with in the home life, or, you know, that's very fixed right now. And so I'm trying to understand from a new perspective, or a new angle here. Okay, but there's also some secrecy, or some feeling deceived, or some confusion around someone's intention potentially. Okay, and so now we have the fox, the child, and the anchor. So this could be about a career. Okay, foxes are about career, and they're also, like I said, could be symbolizing deception. But in Lenormand, generally, it does talk about career. And so we might be beginning a new career, or feel like we want to commit ourselves to a new career. You know, new, like new learning, or we just started a new job, so we don't understand, or in the early stages of understanding a career, you know, in order to create stability in our world, or something we want to commit to, anchor ourselves to. or it could be, you know, a child maybe that we feel, I don't know, committed to, or our own child, or something here that maybe is not very clear. You know, some information potentially in regards to a child that comes to light, that we weren't privy to in some way, that maybe makes us feel weighed down, or we feel attached to or connected to, or yeah, committed to in some way. Okay, and so the next row here we have the clouds, the letter, and the house. So this could certainly be some information that creates confusion in regards to potential stability or location, or where we engage most of our time, or family communication, or a formal letter about a home. Maybe there is this formal information in regards to where we might live, or some confusion around where we want to ground ourselves, what home we want to live to, or location we want to live at or spend time at. But there's something here in regards to confusing piece of information or communication that comes forward. It could be a contract regarding a home we live in, or maybe there's an inheritance, or you have your house on the market, or you're looking at moving homes or something like this, or maybe confusion in regards to the family, or where a child might be residing, or the father of the child might be living or staying, this sort of thing, family affairs. But I feel like it's not pleasant. It's not just confusion. I feel like maybe there's some resentments or some anger here, you know, and maybe we found out something that we didn't know in the past, or we're learning information about someone might have been deceptive or immature or childish, or lying by omission, or, you know, avoiding something here. And so now with the oracle cards, I feel like the boot here, it does say your efforts will want you to achieve your goals, but I feel like the only person you can really count on yourself is you to take action on something. And you might have to give the boot to something, because I feel like the boot is cutting something out, you know, breaking free from something here that maybe you felt weighed down or stuck, or you have to allow something to happen, or maybe you feel like you've allowed something to happen that didn't consider you. You feel like your point of view or your own desires or your own wishes got ignored in some way here, you know. But I feel like it's in a partnership, in a marriage, and a family setting potentially, or your, you know, your partner, your romantic partner here. I feel like there's challenge with the thorns. I feel like Spirit is communicating here, you sort of being your own guide to take action and allow yourself to navigate yourself, to find balance, and to move towards what it is that you're wanting, and not stay stuck in a situation maybe you don't have control of, like break free from that, or cut whatever out or whoever out. And maybe we're not wanting to address, and so we escape rather than cutting something out. But this force is working against you. Like, I feel like somebody is maybe thinking for themselves and maybe not taking you into consideration. And so I don't know if we're just allowing this by not taking action, or just ignoring or turning the other cheek, or we'd rather just play peacemaker, or keep the peace because of a child here, or because some sort of commitment we have here, or maybe we're anchored down by this commitment. You know, we're more committed to the stability we created here because of the family situation, rather than taking ourselves into consideration. So we're in some sort of in denial or avoidance of something, and we're trying to escape. And so Spirit is talking about, you know, being rooted and balanced in our actions and our decisions, coming from a place of true understanding, so we could take action where we need to. If we need to cut people out, we cut people out. If we need to break free, we break free. If we need to move forward, we move forward. But we have to sort of move ourselves, and everything else will sort of align. But if we engage here with something that is thorny or resentful or building an anger, then we end up experiencing things we don't like to experience here. Okay, so this is your full moon reading. I don't like that it wasn't very positive here, but we're just looking at the energy of the full moon. So it's a snippet of energy, and I don't know where you guys all are on your timeline here. Okay, and reason we do readings like this is because you can interject your own free will into the direction you want things to go. You know, if you don't want to experience certain things, then you can certainly make choices knowing what you know here. Okay, but this could be something you're experiencing right now, as I am recording during the full moon. Okay, so beautiful people, Spirit's message here is about you taking action, you know, you doing what you need to do and not maybe look the other way or whatever it is that's maybe we're feeling weighed down, but it's our own self by how we've been coping or dealing. Okay, so I will see you guys at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. You guys picked the mystical Lenormand, and we are looking at full moon in Taurus, okay, energy. And so because all my readings are timeless, this doesn't have to be the full moon in which I'm doing this recording. Okay, it could be 2 months, 6 months, 3 months, 2 weeks from now. It doesn't really matter so much as when you click on the video, the message was meant to find you. Take the next full moon as sort of confirmation for timeline. And so we're using the Lenormand here to take a look at the energy coming with this full moon for you guys. Beautiful pile number 2. Okay, and we'll also pull some oracle cards as well. So we'll be doing a 9-card tableau, taking a look at this full moon in Taurus for beautiful pile number 2, Spirit. What energy is coming in with this full moon for beautiful pile number 2? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 2. Thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading. Thank you so much. Let's pull some oracles for you guys as well. Clear and concise message regarding this full moon energy for pile number 2, Spirit. Thank you so much. We'll pull some tea leaves as well from the tea leaf oracle pack. Got quite a bit here. And 3 more packs. What is going on energetically with this full moon for pile number 2, Spirit? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 2. And one more. One more. This one. Okay, beautiful angels. Let's take a look at your oracle cards first, shall we? So we have location. There's a man hiding under the table here. Does look like he's peeking out. And then we have spirit throne, chair with energy sitting in it. Almost looks like smoke. Spirit throne. Don't think I've ever seen that card. We have release. Wow, okay. And we have intention. This release energy up at the top kind of is giving me similar energy to what's sitting there in that chair. Okay, and then we have balance. So Libra energy and Sagittarius energy, because I'm getting temperance and justice here with this balance. And then we have this castle 38, or the number 11. So 11 is a master number. Okay, it's about divine inspiration, synchronicities, and the encouragement to keep going. The castle could be an ideal sort of vision or building to the ideal. Our empire. And we have a throne here too. This throne is empty. Location. Okay, and then we have the wreath, sorrow over a loss. We don't take words so literal, mostly the energy. So wreath could be symbolizing, you know, Christmas time here. And put a wreath on our door, but it's talking about sorrow over a loss. Okay, and release. We have inkpot, problems to be resolved. So inkpot could be writing, communication. It's spilt. Maybe something was communicated. Maybe we had to release in a way of communication, with problems to be resolved. And we have the bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So bull could be Taurus energy. Okay, someone stubborn potentially. And we have the key, which is all about solutions. So it says problem to be solved. Key, successful outcome to your problems. Okay, it could be a piece of information or a new phase, a new development, a new understanding. Mature woman, number 6. So 6 is Gemini energy. As lovers, about a choice, a decision. Mature woman's divine feminine energy. And we have success with the sparkle. Same energy I was getting in that chair and in that tree. And then we have harp, great happiness. Okay, success, great happiness. And we have the butterfly. Butterflies talk about liberation and change. We have another number 6. So 66 is a master number. Service is a source of joy, in which one pours from an overflowing cup and not martyrdom. Okay, 6 is also about problem solving. 6 is also about compassion and harmony, which is balance. Okay, and 6 could also be the devil in the tarot, which is unhealthy ways of being. So butterfly, liberation, and transformation. Let's take a look at the center card first. This is going to be the central theme here. We have the mountain. So the mountain's an obstacle. Okay, we're talking about problems here and outcome to your problem. So something fixed. There's a problem here that seems very stuck. And it's made of ice here almost. So how do we overcome something that seems very fixed and stuck? It seems like something could be very stubborn or unmovable. Yeah, very difficult. Okay, let's now flip all your cards. So we have the bear. We have the child. And we have the gentleman. Can't help but notice he's holding a weasel. And he has a peacock feather in his hat. And I'll get back to that. We have the coffin or sarcophagus, which is the coffin. And then we have the birds or the owls. Okay, and then we have the rats. And we have the whip. And we have a bat here, but this is the card of the whip. And then we have the crossroads here, or the path, the garden. No, the crossroads, not the garden. Okay, so lots coming through. What? I do feel similar energy to pile 1. Very much so. In fact, we had the child come through as well and challenge there. And it seems like there's a challenge here as well. So I don't know. Maybe this is the readings of the challenges, or maybe Spirit just wanted to highlight the challenge because this is going to help you the most rather than me telling you all about butterflies and rainbows. So although we see a challenge and an obstacle here, I think you're well aware of it because it seems like it's quite big. It's something you couldn't maybe in the past, maybe you were able to ignore it. But I feel like you can't ignore it no more. And so with pile 1, I felt like there was maybe some in denial or something going on here. Here I feel as though there's a major obstacle here that is seeming very, very fixed. Okay, but I feel like we could certainly be dealing with, or our own energy, depending on what you resonate with, someone quite stubborn here with the bear and this bull, needing to have it their way. Okay, this person could be very immature. This person could be in their ego with the peacock feather. And this person could be a little bit weasel-like, which is maybe deceptive, maybe not being honest, maybe not standing behind their word, maybe being cowardly. Okay, I feel like there might be an immature person who is insisting on having their way, or trying to win with brute force, or trying to, I don't know, they're very stubborn here. you know, very, very stubborn here. And so maybe they're having to learn something, you know, but I feel they're being immature, and I also feel like whatever they're doing here might be something that's self-serving. And so maybe it is that this person is not standing up or taking accountability or showing up in a proper way that's responsible. And maybe they're being more aggressive than need to be here. But I feel like this person could certainly be cowardly and appearing in a different way here with the peacock feather. But I feel like communication's coming through all over this with the birds and the peacock feather. Okay, and so I feel like, yeah, I feel like there's a challenging masculine sort of energy here. Okay, so the bear, the mountain, and the crossroads. This is like the Lovers 6 is coming through with this crossroads as a choice in regards to this obstacle that seems overbearing. Now, the bear could represent the boss, okay? The boss of the home, the boss of the empire, the boss at work. Okay, so it could be I have an overbearing boss or this obstacle of this person or this overbearing person here. So now there's a choice. There's a decision. Where can I go or what can I do in regards to this situation that seems very difficult or fixed? Okay, now the bear, the coffin, and the rats. So the coffin is all about an ending, a release, a die-off, you know, something that's over. And the rats is something that is constant and annoying. Okay, it erodes over time. It's like an annoyance and aggravation. You see 3 rats. So it could be, you know, the mind constantly at us about something that's eating away at us. And so I feel like maybe the end of someone's overbearing ways or putting an end to this could be something that we're conflicted about or is constantly on our mind or eating at us. Like, how do I put an end to this obstacle with this person who is very stubborn? You know, how do I release? How do I close the chapter? Because maybe we have to take a look at some of our intentions here. We're not clear this person's intention. So it's like, what are their intentions? They seem a little sly. As a weasel here. They seemed a little cowardly. Maybe they weren't stand up. Instead of sitting here, stand up. We were hiding under a table. So now it's like, where do I want to be with the crossroads of this location? What do I want to build here with this palace? Do I want to build, commit, or anchor myself to this energy? That seems like they're in a rampage or on a power trip or in heavy ego here. Okay, so I need to learn something, or I'm learning through this experience, or this is something new that I don't quite know what to do here, and so I feel like I'm conflicted or annoyed here. Okay, and so then we have the child, the mountain, and the whips. So the whips are very challenging because this is about someone's words or physical infliction on us that causes pain. It could be a situation that is suffering, you know, where we're instilling suffering or we're taking an abuse of sorts or sitting through something unpleasant. And so I see the bat here, so maybe there's something that we need to navigate, but we don't know how. So we need to understand intention, our own or others, or something's happened here that hurt us, you know, or we've been putting up with abuse. Now, I'm not endorsing anything like this. If someone's mentally, physically, emotionally abusive to you, then there's recourse you guys can certainly take. But I feel like this could be something over time that we might feel like we've carried a burden here. And now it's like it's built over time or feels very stuck. And so again, with this child could indicate being naive or learning something new, or it could literally be the child. You know, this could be indicating like a literal child here that we have to resolve, that it becomes a challenge here, that's creating suffering in some state here. Okay, this could certainly be, I don't understand because I don't know how, and I still need to understand what the experienced way of overcoming something that seems very difficult, that I can't overcome on my own because I'm not sure I know how to just yet, and it's creating me suffering over time. So I don't know how. I don't see a way. I don't understand it just yet. Okay, and I see the man, the owls, or the birds, and then the crossroads. So this is communication from some man in regards to a choice or a decision, or I need to choose which path or which way to go. Okay, but there's definitely a choice here, this or that, or to take action or not, or to go this way or that way. Okay, and we see two birds, and birds, like I say, are talking about communication. These ones happen to be owls, and owls is about wisdom, and wisdom comes through experience and a knowing. Okay, and so there's a history here, and so now we take our understanding in order to make a decision. But I feel like maybe we, with the intention here, there might be a big question mark, and we might feel more novice in making a decision. Maybe we feel we don't have the wisdom or experience, but Spirit is showing here that there is a way to resolve something here. And so the ink pot, like I said, is also talking about words. So maybe there's like conversations here that are communicated here, like the spilt ink that we can't take back, and now we need to take action. You know, we got to find harmony and balance with someone else, because maybe someone's words created pain in some way, or someone's a lack of action, someone's cowardly way, or someone's deceitful way here, or egoic way, or immature way, or overbearing, stubborn way created some sort of obstacle, and now we're having to discuss or find a way to find an answer here. And Spirit shows there's success, there's transformation here, and I feel as though maybe you're wanting to find a way to release this in the most amicable way. You know, because I feel like your goal here is to create success, is to create something for yourself here that I feel like could be a full potential, but it has to come with balance and happiness. But there needs to be some sort of transformation that happens, you know, in order to liberate you, to free you towards this palace or this thing, this empire. So sorrow over a loss. So maybe we have to release some idea or some understanding or someone or some concept in order to overcome this mountain, which seems insurmountable, you know. But I feel like the information we get could certainly come in way of a communication with someone, okay, in order to find the answer or in order to find harmony or balance. But I feel like there's something about you not seeing or understanding. Like her eyes are kind of covered, the bat here, and then we're feeling like we don't know, because a child still doesn't understand or know, or is learning to understand. So I do feel like, although it seems very heavy here, I feel like the outcome is something quite positive, because I feel like you will get success in managing something that I think it might be new to you, that you're having to feel your way through. And although it might seem very fixed and surmountable, I feel there's a way to release and close it out, and you using your understanding and your wisdom to communicate something here that finds harmony for everyone involved because of your experience here, so that you can move in a direction here that's in front of you as a choice, you know. Yeah, I do feel, but there's a need to really sort of understand one's intention, you know, and also understand when someone might be very fixed on their position here. But I feel like with the location, this crossroads and this palace, it's like maybe it's in regards to your physical, like, location here, you know, where you physically live or where you're physically involved. So I could see is like traveling here away from this mountain, but the movement here seems very difficult. You know, even this child's like on a swing, so maybe we're sort of swinging back and forth from, you know, something here that's keeping us sort of stuck to something. Maybe it's a child, we feel stuck to a situation here that doesn't allow us to move forward. But the more we're sort of there, the more it sort of eats away at us and creates this state of suffering here, because it's something maybe we need to release or come to understand, some understanding, you know. And it's sorrow over loss. Like, I understand my intention of what needs to happen, but the sorrow comes with the release and the acceptance and the action that I have to go down this path or this other choice here, you know. And maybe I haven't been rising to the occasion, but with the Spirit's throne, it's like the Spirit within me, you know, the part within me that carries the intention, that knows the goodwill, knows what harmony and balance is, to act this out, to move towards the thing I can build that's beautiful here, rather than feels heavy and pained, and that I gotta sort of release here. That's where success is. This is the key that I hold. Only once I understand this and I can communicate this openly, let the cat out of the bag, let the communication out, this is how my problem will be resolved, you know. Maybe I don't want to have an argument or face someone here that seems bullyish or whatever, you know. But I feel like this is us talking our own authenticity with the harp in order to find the happiness, so we can be free and transform and find balance. So pile number 2, this is your reading. I hope this resonated for you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 3, you guys picked Under the Roses Lenormand deck. We're looking at the full moon in Taurus. What energy is coming in with this full moon? And all my readings are timeless, so if you are clicking outside of when I do this posting, if it resonates for you, then the message was meant to find you, no matter how long from when I post you listen to this message. All right, so take the next full moon sort of as timeline for your confirmation of this energy. So we'll be doing a 9-card tableau, looking at the Lenormand, reading what message comes through, and pulling some oracles as well for you to see the energy coming through with this full moon. Okay, so Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. This is the energy of this full moon here for pile 3. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. Thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing this reading. Let us see what pulls through here energetically for you guys. For pile 3, Spirit, please help me to channel this message, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3 and this full moon energy, what it is that pile 3 is needing to know or hear about this energy. Thank you so much. So we'll pull tea leaf oracle here for you guys. Pull one more of these. Okay, and then we'll pull 2 more packs here for you guys. This is Soul Tree for pile 3, Spirits. And from the Beloved Dead Oracle pack, so we have the act of love with self-care. Beautiful. Just published a video on love. Okay, so let's take a look at your oracle cards. The only one that revealed itself was act of love, self-care. Beautiful. What's the most loving thing I could do for myself? Okay, and then we have leadership. So this is Emperor energy, Aries, being empowered. And we have break free. This came out for pile number 1. Then we have moon, changes in your life. While we're doing a full moon reading, this looks like a full moon here. There's some clouds dissipating, so confusion could be dissipating, although moon is all about emotions and reflecting, you know, reflecting on our emotions potentially, or digging into the subconscious here. Fears, it is feminine energy. And we have ant, work, achievement, success. So ants can work with communities here. Okay, we have 6 with the butterfly. This came out for pile 2. So 6 is the lovers in the tarot, which could be a choice. Okay, Gemini energy. And the butterfly is all about transformation and liberation. So Transformation is Scorpio energy. Here we have number 19 or the number 10. 10's about completion, ends of cycles, transformation, which we got with the butterfly. Okay, it's also the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot reduced, which is about the divine. Okay, we are feeling 6 with the Lovers, which is destiny and also the divine path, divine partner, divine choice. Okay, and then the Sun, getting clear, enlightenment. So here we see what looks like an hourglass. So is that about divine timing? Yeah, divine timing pulling through here. Concern, number 33, or the number 6 again. So 2 6s, which came up for pile 2. Service is a source of joy, in which one pours from an overflowing cup, not martyrdom with the 66. But 33 is also a master number, and that's about reproduction, creativity, humor, Christ consciousness, joy, and harmony, which is this act of self-love and care. Concern, deep thought. And we have union. So this could be balance, coming to union with other, with self, finding harmony. Okie dokie. Beautiful people. Let's take a look at your Lenormand. We'll start with the center card, which is the general theme here of the energy with the full moon. We have the cross. All right, so the cross isn't a very positive card in the Lenormand generally, because it could be the burden, the suffering, the challenge, you know, but it could be talking about spirituality, our faith, our commitment, religion. So we'll see, but I feel like for the other 2 piles it was quite heavy, and this seems to be quite heavy as well, especially with this break free here, but we'll see with the cross here. So number 36 or the number 9. 9 is hermit energy, about reflecting what self wants. And we see the 6 of Wands, which is success. Okay, we see leadership here. So let's take a look. And we have the Lady. We have the Mountain. And we have the Child. We have the Gentleman. And we have the Stars. We have the Locket. We have the Rider. And we have the Sickle. Okay, so beautiful angels. 1, 2, and 3 all seem connected to me. No doubt about it. Yours seems connected to that as well. Very consistent message. So I don't know. Someone here may be watching all 3 piles, and maybe this is just for one person, and that's absolutely fine, because I feel like the messaging is fairly similar, although I'm going to break it down the way it comes through with the Lenormand for you guys, because there's a reason why this reading is sort of separate here. Although this card, this card, this card, this card, the challenge, the communication, and the break free came out in the other piles as well. So it seems to be a consistent message. So I don't know if this is a collective message, you know, or someone here that's individual coming to all 3. So what is this talking about? So you can either resonate as the lady or the gentleman, but this would be the main lady in your life or the main masculine in your life, depending on whoever you know, which side you fall on. But this would be a partnership. Okay, so the Lady, the Mountain, and the Child. This is an obstacle, or this is something that feels very stuck. It's something very challenging, okay, that can't be moved. It seems very fixed. It seems insurmountable. And so because we have the Child here, the Child is signifying learning. You know, it could be naive or immature or the beginning stages of something. And so you might be, I don't know, like having some sort of early understanding of some sort of challenge in regard to the main lady. Okay, the main lady, or our own sort of womanhood here, depending if you're resonating as this lady. And so something is very fixed about this situation that seems like we can't overcome, or that we're trying to understand. And we're trying to understand how to overcome this obstacle. You know, butterflies again here, transformation. Maybe there's a lot of other people involved. And here she has her net. So she's trying to maybe understand how to transform, or maybe trying to contain maybe other people here. And the Mountain can certainly talk about something very structured and stable, you know. So yellow's talking to me about the solar plexus, which could certainly be egoically driven with the solar plexus, but when we are clear of egoic sort of drivers, it could be coming from a place of empowerment with this leadership, doership, you know. So this to me is almost like a doership energy of trying to maybe generate something here or attain something here in order to overcome an obstacle. Okay, so now we have the lady, the cross, and the sickle. So this is cutting out challenge in regards to a lady, you know, or it could be the woman in our life or the suffering we've endured here, you know, in regards to potentially a partnership or some sort of thing that needs to come to an abrupt ending. And here we have a rose also with thorns, and that came through for pile 1 with a complete different pack. And so roses are about romance, thorns are challenge. And so this rose is black. So there could be a romance that is challenging right now, you know, that we have to cut out. And it's been challenging for some time, and it's been very fixed and stuck, and we're needing to break free or cut it out. How do we break it free? How do we cut it off? You know, black is giving me the pile 2. We got black cloud, so maybe there's a lot of heavy confusion or sadness or storm weather. Black cross here, a lot of black energy, shadow. How do I cut this off? Okay, now we have the lady, the gentleman, and the locket. So this is a romantic relationship. This is potentially the gentleman that I gave my heart to, or the woman I gave my heart to, or I'm giving a physical gift, maybe a necklace, but the locket is, you know, showing appreciation, a gift. It's love with the heart. So it's like, you know, someone who has my heart, or someone showing me appreciation or love. And I do feel it's romantic with the 2 roses here. You know, even with this heart has roses here. Okay, so now we have the gentleman, the cross, and the stars. So the stars in the Lenormand here is like a wish, like a vision. It could certainly be stardom, you know, or like some belief here we have of hope. And so maybe there's some hope or some faith in regards to the man in our life, or some suffering in regards to a masculine here, where maybe we were needing to remain hopeful. Or let's see, because in the Lenormand, there's always, depending on the pack or the author, the cards could have slight variation. Let's see what they want to talk about with the star specifically here. Okay, so this is card number 16. So just a blank one. So card 16 says, universe, navigate, astrology, signs, destiny, goals, intuition, influence, ideas, talent, vast, infinite, imagination, guidance, hope, clarity, vision, inspiration, being inspired or seeking one's goals. So I'm getting faith, inspiration, trust, hope in some main man in our life. You know, maybe in a partnership here, maybe we've experienced struggle, so we want a sign of hope or a sign of overcoming a challenge, something that's been long-standing. Maybe it's been very difficult with someone we love. Now, we love a lot here. Something's been very fixed, not moving. Want a new beginning, or trying to generate some sort of change here or transformation, or remain hopeful here with the yellow, you know, being in this energy of creating some change here. Maintaining hopeful. Yeah, it doesn't feel very negative so much when we, like, these cards alone are very heavy, but surrounded by stars, you know, but there's something we have to cut out here. And I feel like the dark rose here is a challenge, but these 2 have red roses. So I don't know, are we having to cut out something in our life that's challenging in regards to confusion or storm that's painful in order to allow there to be something? Okay, so let's keep going here. We have the mountain, the cross, and the rider. So this is kind of like communication, or someone coming in with the delivering of news, or could also be like movement, but it's mostly like people coming towards us, communicating or delivering, you know, messages, communication, So there could be a very fixed sort of situation here that's been a challenge that we're maybe making movement on, or having new information, or having, I don't know, I feel like with this horse, this is talking about freedom and purity and clarity about maybe how to move, or where something was very fixed and stuck. Maybe we prayed about how to get out, or how to break free, or have freedom here from something. Let's keep going. We have child, stars, and sickle. I feel like this is ending maybe what we thought we had wanted here in regards to some early understanding of something here that maybe we no longer want, or we no longer want to hang on to this vision, or this hope of something that we might have not fully understood, or we couldn't quite complete. So maybe I feel like there's a cutting out of something that is hurtful and toxic. And it could very well be because we might be more hopeful of something new starting here, or something transforming here. But it would require us to cut something out, or break free from something. Something's divinely timed, something certainly coming together. And so there has to be sort of a separation or breaking free in order for there to be a coming together. There might be a lot of concern around breaking free, concern around cutting something out, you know, or maybe concern around the length of time something's taking because something seems very fixed. But it's like, I have to take the ownership and action to be empowered in order to create the freedom and this choice in front of me to transform here, you know, out of an act of self-love, like in the act of love, like out of love, I must make these actions here. And there might be a lot of fear or confusion around doing this, you know. Maybe you have to sit and contemplate for quite some time. But changes in your life, I feel this is a major decision that's created a lot of suffering potentially for you, or been around for a long time, been heavy, you know, and you've had a lot of faith or hope or a desire of making change here. And it's like, I haven't quite been able to understand how, you know, it's still a new phase for me here. So I don't know, maybe we have a lot of people around us, you know, that can help us, but it's like there is some form of communication or someone delivering a gift here. So we also have the locket, the rider, and the sickle, which I think I did not read. So this is literally like someone coming forward with a gift or appreciation or offering and cutting something out here. So moving forward after cutting something out or breaking free in order to pursue or offer or give some sort of appreciation, maybe some tangible gift. So we have work, achievement, success. This is like working together, maybe a community of people. I was getting with the butterflies here. How do we get to the best success where everyone involved here can work together, find harmony and balance, you know? And so the ant talking about work, maybe is taking a lot of work to remain dedicated and committed and to the vision, you know? But I feel like, I don't know, something feels very fixed here. So let's see, I do want to see what this writer, what the author is talking about with the writer here. So it says news, messages, invention, ideas, lover, young person, visitor, intuition, opportunity, surprise, soon, renew, movement, return, and change. So changes in your life. So yeah, there's like cutting something out in order to pursue love or pursue something we appreciate or something we can give to, you know, maybe the partnership we want or the hope we always had. But I feel it is romantic love here, and I feel like there's a closing of something and an opening of something new, or moving towards something that is liberating and free to create harmony. But we have to take the action, and maybe the action is, you know, with this leadership, we have to have the confidence to do this and the understanding, but we feel amateur or we're not quite sure how, you know, to do this, because we feel very fixed in our position or what we've gone through here. And so Spirit is showing, like, have the vision here And this is the intuition and the desire and the hope and the faith here, that cutting out what's not working with the black rose, the dead relationship, or the black relationship, or the rose, like I said, is all about a relationship, romantic, but the black is not good. It was keeping us fixed or stuck, or something we needed to break free from. And it was very heavy or burdensome, or we had to carry some sort of thing here. And so I feel like you've had a lot of faith, you know, and so now we need to focus on how I can act of love in my best interest here. Okay, and so you're divinely guided here. We have the two angels here with wings, one with the black wings, which I feel is the death of something, and one with the white wings, which I feel is the beginning. And look at the white horse, the freedom and the movement, you know, and this is divine timing. Yeah, so and the divine timing is divine protection here. So I feel like this is encouraging you to make a decision maybe you've been pondering over for quite some time, and not to get in your own mind, but to take action here, to free yourself from something here, to move towards it, you know. So this is what I have, pile number 3. I hope this helped you, and if you want to go check out the other 2 piles, there might be information there for you as well. All right, I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye.